everybody, my name's Cheri. Welcome to my Stampin' Up studio. So today I feel like, if you could see my desk, it's crazy, and I feel like it's kind of, I think it's the weather. It's crazy. So it's like April 21st, right? And it is snowing so hard at this very moment that I can't see outside. So it kind of goes well with the whole name of the paper pumpkin this month. So cool. But when paper pumpkin arrives, I like to get right to it. So those of you that order it from me can watch this before you open yours. So I've kind of like switched everything out of the way that I was working on. I'm working on a class. And I just did another video. So I'm going to kind of show you those in case you were expecting to come see some of this. But if you don't have a copy of the upcoming annual catalog and you're in the US, I would be more than happy to send you one. So you'll just have to message me on whichever platform. If you're on YouTube, then just ask me and I will give you my email. If you don't have another demonstrator that sends you one or that you purchase from, let me know. I'd be happy to send it to you. This whole little thing right here is going to kind of be the inspiration for where we're going to go with our paper pumpkin alternatives today. But two things before I do that. One is you might be here expecting to see the Pansy Patch class information and the video, because I told you on my last one, my next thing would be Pansy Patch. And so now I'm doing So Cool. So I would just want to let you know, this is filmed, it's ready, it's in the editing process. So as soon as I get this paper pumpkin one done, I'll probably put the Pansy Patch up tomorrow. Don't want to confuse YouTube and think I'm super busy. But I will show you the card. So this is my May class. If you're interested in doing it, it's online. It's a really fun new stamp and die bundle. This is the card that I'll be making when the video posts. This is one that's already posted. And this is one that features all of the paper that I made with my friends on Saturday. So I didn't design that one. Somebody else did. So that class registration will open. I'm going to go ahead and open the registration today because I said I would. And it closes on May 2nd because I'm going to overnight the order the first day we can order from the new catalog. And so it will be ready to go to you right away, early May. So then I do have classes that are closing because we're at the end of a catalog. This is one that's closing. This is especially if you're a paper pumpkin person who doesn't normally watch me. This is our all-inclusive kit. It's called Hello Dear Friend. They're on low inventory. That's why I'm getting ready to take it down. I'm taking it down the 25th, unless they would sell out before then. So you get the kit, you get a chamois, and then you get the videos to help you put this together, plus the videos and the card supplies to make additional projects that I will send you. So this is a great, super fun, beautiful kit. It's got lots of gold elements. It's very similar-ish to a paper pumpkin. So you get everything you need. You even get a block with this. There's stamps, the stamp pad, envelopes, and then instructions. And there's one of my stamps. That's how we lose them, stuck on there. So that is up. So then for today's paper pumpkin, I've already taken it out, and this time I didn't put it back because you know I've already opened it. So you get the Bermuda Bay, you get some bumblebee twine. You know I'm a huge fan of twine. We get our glue, which I'm not going to use. Look how fun these are. These are little banners that pop out. Then you get your instructions. So this kit's going to be so much fun. And it's really what we need on a day-to-day, like today where it's snowing at the end of April. It's going to be 80 here at the end of the week. So, you know, just hold on. It's Midwest in the spring. So this kit does coordinate with the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper and the suite that is in the current January to June mini catalog. So I wanted to show you just a couple of things. My girlfriends and I, we stamped this. So here's, you can see this paper. So here's a card that's made with that. But I wanted you to be able to see some of the paper and what you can do with it. This is actually stamped, and then this is the paper. So with the stamps that come in the It's So Cool or Ice Cream Corner bundle, you can see that they'll coordinate really nicely with this. And the thing that I like about them is that if you get both, once you have this, look how fun these fonts are. Like, these are kid, bright, super fun fonts. I'm going to keep these and use them on lots of things because I love fonts like this. But the font that comes in the Ice Cream Corner suite is super, super elegant. Look at that Happy Birthday. Really pretty font. So you get two totally different fonts, but the Popsicle does coordinate nicely. So here's the Treat Yourself. And these are, I wanted to show you, oh, I may have moved them. Nope, there they are. If you go to Target right now, they have, because you know Target likes to match Stampin' Up, they have these fun Magenta Madness strawberry ice cream kisses. And they have the little cone on here so that this matches, you can use it with both, but it obviously matches our stamp and punch that come in the ice cream corner suite perfectly well. And these are strawberry flavored cream and cookies. I have other ones in here too because these are the birthday cake ones. We had these on Saturday. So those are fun Stampin' Up colors as well. But the little pink ones, I just popped that out and made a cute little bag. And then I, of course, put the regular kisses in there so I could tie that blue in. So there's two things. This is the paper, and I just punched the paper. It was this one right here. And I just made a tall ice cream cone. So you can do that. And then here's one my Tanya made. And it's, again, that really fun font. And the You Are So Cool comes in the, yeah, you get it in both sets. So you'd have this little You Are So Cool and this big You Are So Cool. So this is the stamp. This is the ribbon that comes in the suite. And then if you go to Target, because you know Target, they like to match us, they have these little lip gloss holders. So I just stamped these with the suite, but you could easily do it with the stamp that you just got in your paper pumpkin if you don't want to buy the suite. And then these little lip gloss things, they pop open and they have colored gloss in them, and they're in 3 colors, all Stampin' Up colors. And I just added the little faces so it would match. And then this is Bumblebee, which is the same color as the twine that you get in your new kit. So I wanted to let you know that that does all match. So let me move this out of the way. Told you I have a lot going on my table. And I have a lot of ideas. When you open this, you're like, oh, there's so many alternates I could do. So you get these fun cones that fold like this. So you can just stamp your words. And then you see that I'm not going to do any of the regulars. You can go watch somebody else do them as is, or they're so easy to figure out because you're basically just putting the words and then the silver backing behind. And they make these fun fold cards. So we have that one. We have the kiwi. We have the watermelons. And again, you can see they just fold in half. And then this fun rainbow. So those are the cards. And then the envelopes come and they're lined with this same paper that's in the catalog that you can match it all up with. And then little things to stamp the words on. Look at these fun stickers. We don't do stickers very often, and these are straight up stickers. So I want to use one of these just because we hardly ever use stickers. So I have several alternate ideas. We'll see how many I can get through without taking forever, because I know you don't want to take forever to watch me, and I don't want to take it forever to upload to YouTube. So let's see what we can do. I haven't done anything, haven't even mounted these. But when you look, I know the first one I want to try is I'm going to take this, and if you have 2, then you might as well use one for a card and the other one for another card, right? So now we'll be able to use this on 2. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is cut that in half. Then this whole watercolor look thing is so in right now. And before I knew it was the front of the catalog, I have a ton of cards on my channel because it was kind of a series I was doing with different kind of tie-dye watercolor looks. So this one I just put up, but there are a bunch of them. So I'm going to do this technique so we can use these 2 cards for that. And then, well, I want to stamp one too. So I'm going to try to get through 3 of those and we'll see how we go. So you need a piece of plastic. This is from the Stamparatus. And I just like to use it because it's a great size and it's easy to use. So I've got the colors that are in this. I think this might be terracotta, but I pulled out Flirty Flamingo. So we're going to go Blackberry Bliss. Oops. I'm just going to take these and just kind of, somebody asked me if you can use refills. You can. The refills would, there's a chance that, you know, it just takes a drop of refill and then you have too much. This is Bermuda Bay. Old Olive. And I am just doing it the direction that my cone's going. And then Bumblebee. It's fun just kind of like this. You could almost make lines, but you know, where's the fun in that? And then I have Flirty Flamingo. It does say that it's terracotta, I'm pretty sure. And at first I thought it was for the cone, but I think that this is terracotta. But it doesn't matter. If you need any inks, make sure you go to my website and see what my thank you gifts are every month. And plus, if you order $50. Well, every month you order $50 from me, you're part of my VIP video club, so you'll get some extra supplies to make cards. Now, this is a spritzer, and it is in our catalog. You get 2 of them for like $3. I use them for everything, and I've been using them a ton, but really great for hand sanitizer, and I was doing that before there was a worldwide pandemic. But I have taken this little thing, and I just filled it with some rubbing alcohol, just straight up alcohol. So I'm going to take this off. And then you're gonna make this tie-dye pattern. I'm gonna actually push it this way because I don't want those to push into. So you can see when you spritz this alcohol on here that it kind of moves it. And see how it's making that tie-dye? Is that not fabulous or what? Since it's alcohol, it will dry kind of quick. So I'm gonna put this on here. So here's the one that I cut in half. I guess it doesn't matter which way I go. And you just, well, I want it to kind of mimic the card. So we'll lay it here, just real quick, and then lift it up. And then do it again, and lift it up. You don't want to press too hard on it because it'll get your card super, super wet, and it might turn it kind of brownish. So I just kind of keep picking it up, and it will dry. It dries so fun and so pretty. Get some of that watercolor pattern in there. Need a little bit more of this green and the blue. So let's go with the Bermuda Bay and then some olive. And you can see how fun this is. Oh, my dryer just went off because, you know, I'm doing too many things today. So you can see how you start to get this really fun mimicked pattern. I guess I need more of this. Normally I just kind of mix all the colors together. I don't try to keep it in this line, but I'm trying to mimic this. Let's get a little bit more yellow. And the nice thing is you can see through the card, so you know kind of where you need more color. And I don't want the whole thing. So there we go, we have this. Now there's still plenty of ink on here, so I'm gonna take my spritzer again. And I'm gonna spray it this way. Get all that wet. And then I have just a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. Because when I do these cards, I can make 3 or 4 backgrounds with everything before it has used up all the ink. So put that on there. And then we'll put this over here. It can get a little messy, but it's so much fun you won't care. Just keep picking this up. Now you can see how, because there's less color and less alcohol, I'm able to pick it up a little bit at a time. Let's get this right there. It gives you such a fun look. You can do it with all of your colors. You can use water. It gets your paper a little wetter. It's the prettiest on shimmery cardstock, which I'm not using on this card. But I do, like I said, I have several videos. I will try to get a couple of them to pop up as this one goes on, so you can go back and watch those. So now we have this fun background, look, that we're gonna be able to put this on. Is that not gonna be super cool? So we got that. I'm just gonna not use that. I'm gonna try not to look at it. And then I'm gonna go on and let these just dry a second. They dry pretty fast because it's alcohol. This one's almost all the way dry. But we'll go and create one more background before we, let's go with the rainbow actually. So let's go Blackberry Bliss. This is one of our blending brushes. Mine has a little bit of cat hair on it because she likes to rub up against them. You know, the other thing that I like to use this for is these. I guess I better put it wet side down. Because you can go right off the edge and kind of pull it on. So let's get some blackberry. Rub that in. And you can see then where it has that ink that's come off, I can pull that back onto my card. And then it's got Fleur de Flamingo. Didn't get any of this out. So I'm just reaching across. Let's do I don't have any new ones here. I have lots of used ones. We can do this one. I try to use them till all the ink comes off like I just did on that one. So then whatever color they're stained, you can use that again. So this is my Fleur de Flamingo. And a a little bit of that. And then let's get the bumblebee. And I'm just going to use this one. It looks like I did sand or saffron or a color on that. I have about 9 of these. I have 3 sets. But you know, when you're working with 50 some colors, it doesn't take long before you have. So now we've kind of got the rainbow effect. And I'm letting it kind of hit those because I want it to look a little cloudish. So I'm not smearing those in as much as you could. You could smear them in a lot nicer. That's super fun. So let's get some words on here. If I can find where I put my stamps. Here they are. So for this one, we're just going to take this fun little rainbow that we've now made a custom colored card to match. And then let's do the way to go. And I'm going to use Memento for this. So you get Bermuda Bay in the kit, but I think most of you probably have. Oh, that's super fun. It also has dots, and I'm kind of a fan of dots, but I'm afraid that if I keep going, I'll be sorry. So now let's take our little bumblebee twine that came in the kit. And I'm going to tie a bow. So we just have a little organic kind of, doesn't this remind you if you were a Girl Scout in the 70s like some of us? Let's put that there. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of adhesive right there. And then we need to decide, do we want, I just brought 2 colors of cardstock, so all of our cards are going to have to either be white or blackberry. So when you're doing this, you can kind of see, do you want to cut this down or do we want it to be bright? I kind of like that. I was 90% sure I was going to go with the white color, but so now we just need to trim this down a little bit. So when you do cards like this, I like to do the full quarter sheet because then it gives you a little bit of extra to hack. So that had a lot of white up there and then one of these sides. I think I'm going to hack this one. So now we'll be able to see the border. Oh, that's fabulous. So let's fold this in half. And then some adhesive. And you can use the little glue dots that came in your kit if you want. Not a huge fan. And then I'm just going to take this and put some adhesive right here and stick that under. And then I'll just tie that a fraction so I can wrap this around over here. Okay, now it needs a little bit of bling, don't you think? Just a little bit of something sunshiny. So let's pull this over. See what we have that's in these colors. I think those will look good. Or maybe this color. I don't think it's blackberry, but look, that looks great. These are our adhesive backed sequins. They're in the current annual catalog, and then they will carry over into the new one. But I like them, there's no holes in them. So there's one alternative, super easy. And you don't even have to think about what fun colors you could make the rainbow because we're just copying theirs. So now let's go back over here to these and decide which one we want to do first. So on this one, again, we're just going to trim it down. And this is where, see how I really like this over here? This doesn't have as much of that, so let's get rid of a little bit of that. And then there's way more of the blackberry than there is the other color because it's a stronger color. And I think I started to say if you could do this with ink refills, you can, but because the ink refills come out so much stronger than just dabbing your ink onto your platform. In my case, the Stamparatus. It would just be a lot darker. And I like these light, airy kind of feels. So I'm going to put this on here. This kit just has so much potential because now I'm thinking, you know, I designed this whole thing to use the Popsicle, and I still might. But I'm thinking that the giant rainbow would be cute on here too. Isn't that fun? And it was so easy to do. And your kids, I had my nephew over with me the other day. So we could do this. I'm going to go with my original thought because I made these to do this. But my nephew was here. And he did the world's greatest paper pumpkin, and he did it perfectly, but he would love, I already know, love doing this. Oh, and I was also going to stamp one. I've got too many things to do. So let's do the happy birthday on this one. And I am going to do this one on their little labels and use the silver. If you have, when my daughter was little, we always had end of school, like the last day of school kind of parties with her friends. How much fun would this be to make some little invitations and send them to your kids' friends for an ice cream party the last day of school? That would be a lot of fun. So let's stamp the happy birthday on here. And then, because we already have it ready to go, I'm going to take my blending brush. See, I have all this, but I don't have a piece of scrap paper here. And I'm just going to add a tiny bit of color. To this. Just make it a little bit more fun. Kind of, since my card's white and the background's got a lighter look to it, this will add some fun to that. So I'm going to stick this here. I think I'll skip this. You can see how much fun you could have making that. And instead of wasting the fun pattern, now we have 2 popsicles because I do want to stamp one. Let's put that there. And then I'm going to use some of the dimensionals that came in your kit. And 2 here. You could add some twine if you want. So here's this one. Isn't that fun? Now let's do one more. So this is beautiful. In your imagination, do something with it and make a fun card. I mean, you could do the same kind of thing here. But I so want to stamp this ice cream cone or popsicle. I kind of want to do the watermelon too, but I'm going to do the popsicle. So I think I'm going to go this way down here at the bottom. And that way, if I want to trim it off, because, you know, I don't even really have this card in my mind. I just know I want to color these. So let's do one here. And one here. You know what these remind me of? It'd be a fun 4th of July card and do them red, white, and blue, like in those red, white, and blue things we used to get from the ice cream truck. So I'm going to take my same inks. So let's go with cinnamon cider first. And you can see I use mine all the time to paint with. So I'm going to grab a blender pen. And these are in the catalog. And let's just get the sticks colored in. And the nice thing about these is they can be light and airy. And then let's see. I'm just going to use this up here for some scrap because I didn't get any. Now from here, we're going to kind of go with our lightest colors. So do we want to use all the colors or just some of the colors? So here's Bumblebee. I'm going to color one of these while you're watching, and then I will color the rest in and fast forward that part of the video. So just grab some bumblebee. And to make it look like you know how to shade, just start on the one end and pull it over, and as it loses its ink, it does natural shading for you. Maybe I will do, so I'll color these in and then I'll fast forward otherwise because I want to do all of the bumblebee. Okay, I'm on my last one. So I did the Flirty Flamingo, or terracotta if you want to go with the color they said. And then this is the blackberry. So we've done the same color combination as our rainbow was. I looked at the others and I'm like, this is so pretty. I just want to do it this way. So just kind of get those so they're all fun and shaded. I mean, they're popsicle art, so it's a great time if you feel like you can't color. This is a great card to start with. So let's take this and just trim this down. And then we'll trim. This is why I didn't care if my card was, if they were centered on, because I knew I was going to be cutting them out to make a panel. So now we have this. And then let's just get out another white piece of card. And then on this one, I'm going to use the You Are So Cool because, you know, you just have to. I'm going to take it. And again, this is a full sheet. We don't need the full sheet. So let's start with this, the lightest color. And do the You're So Cool and the bumblebee. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to go up until it comes off, which is probably 3 times. You'll see on the blackberry, I can probably get like 4. I'm going to do this again. I hope this turns out because I have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like. And then one more time. Let's go back over here. Okay. And then let's get, since I don't have a chamois here, I'm just going to use this to make sure my stamp is clean. And let's go back to the flamingo. And this time I'm going to start my darkers kind of overlapping. So got that, and we just need to have the blackberry, and I don't need to worry about that messing into here because it's such a dark color. And then let's go. And you'll see what I mean. I can easily get, I can even get more. So the blackberry is going to fill in all that empty space because this will keep going for a really long time because it's such a dark color, but we only need it twice. So let's go here. See, that just kept going off. We might not even need to trim that down because that's looking pretty good. So we've got this. Oh, look, I cut that just the right size. Or we could even cut them out. Should we cut them out or leave them? I like when you're all part of my creative process and I can't hear you because I would really like an opinion. I am going to trim this down. And I'm hoping that I don't get black ink on my card. Do that there. I really like this side, so let's get rid of some of this side. And then just a tad off this because it's got kind of a lot of white on it. And then I am going to cut these out. So I'm going to trim these out. Unfortunately, there's not a die or a punch because, you know, we're paper pumpkin. I'm going to trim these out and I'll fast forward that. Okay, so I've trimmed those out. So for this one, I have the Blackberry Bliss ribbon that comes in the suite. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tie my bow the same way I did on the other. This is a really pretty organdy ribbon, and it has lines through it. It ties so nicely. It looks like it might be, like when I first saw it in the catalog, I thought it was going to be kind of stiff ribbon You know how some are stiffer than others? But this one is not stiff at all. So I'm gonna put this here. Let's add some adhesive right there. This is a time that those glue dots that we get in the kit, they actually work really well for this. It's just my adhesive is laying here, so I'm gonna use it. Pull it over this way. This is just enough right there to just kind of hold it. And then flip that over. There. And then do the same thing over here. And I think we can put it on white or blackberry, but I think it's gonna look, yeah, it's gonna look really pretty on that. Well, fun colors. I don't know the last time that you mixed bumblebee, blackberry, and an orange, since I have a different color of orange than what they do. But look how much fun that is. Those are super, it's a super great color combination. Whenever you attach your ribbon like this, you just want to go over here on your card and just make sure you're going to get some. That way when I lay it on here, it's going to catch that. And then let's do these on dimensionals, because we don't even need to add another sentiment, because it's already, obviously You're So Cool is the sentiment. It'd be a fun birthday card. My nephews would like this. Although it's a great masculine card too, especially for teenagers or little boys. If you don't have stamps that you think necessarily work for that, this will fill in anytime. Let's go that way. And then let's see if I have anything here. We're going to pretend it's not a guide card because I want to put some bling on it. So we've got these. Let's do this. And I'm pretty sure these are retiring. So if you like them, you need to go get them quickly. These ice gems would look pretty too. That's just accidentally stuck on here. So 1, 2. I do so many classes that when I get, if you've done my classes, you know when you get them, your things are all cut on their little pieces of plastic, and then I have all those spares that I just throw in the bucket. So let's see here. What did we do? Well, we made this that we didn't use. But you can go on to my channel and see how to do these. I have a series. I always do a series, something laying on my desk. So that will be laying here. And then here's this fun one. I do like that we were able to get two, because you could just put this on white. You can just really do the opposite card from that, or one of the colors of cardstock. And then this fun little sticker one. And we've hardly used anything out of the kit. We still have this whole kit here, so you'll be able to make tons of fun stuff out of this. If you have any questions, or if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, it shows up in your mailbox every month with a stamp set, an ink pad, all that stuff that I showed you. It's a great to your door, fun little activity that you can do. They're always super fun. This one is already gone, but you have to sign up by the 10th of the month to get the following, and then you can just do a subscription, or you can do it month to month. But that's what I have for you today. If you have any questions at all, if you're interested in my online classes, my monthly specials, or if you need a 2021, 2022 catalog, I'd be happy to send you one. Everybody have a great day. Bye.